Hi, friends. Are you ready to go on an adventure with three silly little ducks named Huey, Dewey, and Louie? So am I. So let's come on along and listen to Donald Duck and the Magic Sticks. Once upon a time, there was a tailor who lived with his three nephews. The poor tailor worked very hard while his nephews spent all their time playing and sleeping. And one day, the tailor decided it was time for Huey, Dewey, and Louie to go to work. "You must learn how to take care of yourselves," he said. "I cannot always look after you." The next morning, the three nephews left home. "I will go to the city," said Huey. "I will go to the country," said Dewey. "I will go to the woods," said Louie. "Good luck to you," called Uncle Donald. "Come back to see me at the end of the year." When Huey reached the city, he found a carpenter to work for. Huey worked for 1 year. He learned to make tables and chairs. When the time came for Huey to go home, the carpenter gave him a little wooden table. "As long as you have this table," said the carpenter, "you will never be hungry. Just think of something delicious and say, 'Table set.'" Huey closed his eyes and thought of something delicious. And then he said, "Table set." And suddenly, there appeared on the table a baked turkey, fruit and candy, and a delicious cherry pie. "Whatever you do," said the carpenter, "never let this table out of your sight." "I won't," said Huey, and he ate his cherry pie. Then Huey thanked the carpenter, put the table on his back, and started for home. That night, Huey stopped at the old inn. "May I sleep here tonight?" he asked. "Yes, you may," said the innkeeper, "but you are too late for dinner." "That's all right," said Huey. "My magic table will give me dinner." The innkeeper could not believe his ears, so he peeked into Huey's room. He heard Huey say, "Table set," and suddenly there appeared on the table a big plate of spaghetti and meatballs. "With a table like that," said the innkeeper, "I would never have to cook again." And so, when Huey was fast asleep, the innkeeper sneaked into his room. He took the magic table and left another table in its place. In the morning, Huey put the table on his back and went home. His uncle was so glad to see him. "Did you work?" he asked. "Yes, Uncle Donald," said Huey, "but I never have to work again. I have a magic table." Does he really have a magic table? No. Who has it? Yeah, the innkeeper stole it. "There's no such thing as magic," said his uncle. "Yes, there is," said Huey. "Watch. First, I think of something delicious, and then I say, 'Table set.'" Uncle Donald watched the table. Nothing happened. Again Huey said, "Table set," and this time a fly landed on the table. "Ha ha! Is that what you call delicious?" asked Uncle Donald, and he laughed and laughed. Meanwhile, Dewey had gone to the country, and there he found a farmer to work for. Dewey stayed with him for 1 year, and he learned how to grow corn and wheat. When the time came for Dewey to go home, the farmer gave him a little donkey. "As long as you have this donkey," said the farmer, "you will never be poor. Just think of how much money you want and say, 'Donkey, donkey, wiggle your ear.'" Dewey closed his eyes and wished for 10 golden coins, and then he said, "Donkey, donkey, wiggle your ears." And suddenly the donkey wiggled his ear, and out came 10 gold coins. The donkey was magic. "Whatever you do," said the farmer, "never let this donkey out of your sight." "I won't," said Dewey. Dewey put the coins in the bag, and then he thanked the farmer, climbed on the donkey, and started for home. That night, Dewey stopped at the old inn. "All the rooms are taken," said the innkeeper, "but if you give me enough gold, you can sleep in the barn." Dewey gave him his bag of gold coins. "If that is not enough," said Dewey, "I can get more from my magic donkey." "Just give me one more coin," said the innkeeper. He wanted to see what the donkey could do. "Donkey, donkey, wiggle your ear," said Dewey. A gold coin came falling out. "I would be rich with that donkey," thought the innkeeper. And so, when Dewey was fast asleep, the innkeeper sneaked into the barn. He took the magic donkey away and left another donkey in its place. And in the morning, Dewey climbed on the donkey and rode home. His uncle and brother came out to greet him. "Did you work hard?" asked his uncle. "Yes, Uncle Donald," said Dewey, "but I will never have to work again. I have a magic donkey." "There's no such thing as magic," said his uncle. "Yes, there is," said Dewey. "Watch. First, I think of how much money I want. Then I say, 'Donkey, donkey, wiggle your ear,'" and his uncle watched the donkey. All it did was kick up its heels. "Donkey, donkey, wiggle your ear," shouted Dewey, but the donkey only swatted a fly with its tail. The fly landed on Dewey's face. "Is a fly what you wished for?" "Ha ha 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 ha," asked Donald, and he laughed and laughed. "That is strange," said Dewey. "The magic worked at the old inn." "That is strange," said Huey. "My magic table worked at the old inn too." Thought the brothers, and while their uncle laughed and laughed, they thought and thought. Now, Louis had gone to work in the woods, and there he lived with a woodcutter. Louis helped him cut up logs for firewood, and one day a letter came. "Dear Louis, come home right away. The innkeeper at the old inn is a thief. He took a magic table and took a magic donkey from us. We must think of a way to get them back. Your two brothers." Oh, that's nice. They were able to warn Louis. Louis told the woodcutter that he had to go home right away. "Here is a stick to take with you," said the woodcutter. "As long as you have it, you will be safe. I will show you how it works." Then the woodcutter said, "Stick, start beating on that tree." The stick began to beat upon a tree. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, until the woodcutter told it to stop. "This stick may be very useful," said Louis. He thanked the woodcutter and started for home. When night came, Louis stopped at the old inn. "May I sleep here tonight?" he asked. "Yes, you may," said the innkeeper. "Here, let me take that old stick." "No," said Louis. "This is my magic stick. It keeps me safe. He thought. "I think I should have a magic stick." And late that night, the innkeeper sneaked into Louis's room. He did not know that Louis was still awake. He tried to take the magic stick, and suddenly Louis cried, "Stick, stick, start beating that thief!" And the stick began to beat upon the innkeeper. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, up one arm and down the other. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, now in one place, now the other. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. At last the innkeeper cried, "Make it stop, make it stop." "Will you give me the magic table and the magic donkey that you stole from my brothers?" asked Louis. "I will do anything," cried the innkeeper. "Stick, stop beating," said Louis, and the stick flew into his hands. The next morning, Louis put the table on the donkey's back. Then he took his magic stick, climbed on the donkey, and rode home. When Louis got home, his uncle and his brothers rushed to greet him. "Here is the magic table," they said, And here is the magic donkey. I got them with my stick. Magic, 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 cried Uncle Donald. That's all you talk about. But I have not seen any magic yet. Uncle Donald, would you like to eat? Asked Huey. A big slice of ice-cold watermelon appeared on the table, said his uncle. And so Huey said, "Table set." And there were 4 big slices of ice-cold watermelon for each of them. Then Dewey said, "Uncle Donald, how much gold would you like to have?" "A great big pile," said Uncle Donald. "Donkey, donkey, wiggle your ear," said Dewey, and the donkey wiggled and wiggled its ear until out came a great big pile of gold. "Now, Uncle Donald," said Louie, "is there anything else you would like?" "I would like to get rid of these flies," cried his uncle. "Stick, start beatin'," said Louie. And the magic stick began to swat the flies, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, until they were all gone. Never again did Uncle Donald say there was no such thing as magic. The end. Whoa! What a crazy fun story adventure that was. Friends, if you could have one of those magic things, what would it be? Would you want the magic table that gave you any food you want? Would you want the magic donkey that gave you all the gold you want? Or would you want the magic stick that can cut things down? What would you want? That sounds pretty cool. I would want the table myself, too. Well, friends, that's all the time we have for now. But you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.